was a good time.
Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle, episode 306.5. I forgot to put that in the wormhole with me and Smiley's Gardens. You know what's funny? I almost called you the wormhole, Smiley. That's fucking funny. The cover that I've been using for that kazoo drew. That's the one I've been using for the wormhole there. And I thought that's funny because it's such a perfect circle to like be the cover for the wormhole. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like standing in or coming out of a wormhole, kind of. I thought that was kind of coincidental and a little funny, to be honest with
A little bit.
you.
Speaking of the wormholes, we need Green 13 to jump on and show pictures of his wormhole. I want to talk about this. Did another tomato make it through there? Is there another whole orange? I gotta know. Are you setting up a camera? Do we get a 24-hour time lapse of the fucking worms moving this shit?
But some badass worms.
I want to figure it out, dude.
Organics.
I want the same thing, man. That was a fucking pile of worm castings. They're gonna sort that shit for you and be like, "Here you go, set it off to the side for you."
Right? There's just one that's like, all right, I want this house cleaned now. They're all fucking just like, there you go. Fresh to the top.
You must have your chat down. There's nothing going on in my chat.
Damn it. For some reason, last night, I got to bring up the show. I don't even think I have it up yet. Oh, it's right here in front of me. I'm just doing the thing. Yesterday, when Matthew Gates was on, chat was not working.
Yeah.
And then it just mysteriously started working. I don't think it was due to my actions, but I've noticed this tonight that chat doesn't work until I say something in chat, and then chat works.
We'll
Figure that shit out.
Mine says error up in the top right corner too. So
there you go. Chat will now work. Hello. It's weird how that shit works. I seen that shit. See, there it goes. I noticed that earlier, man. When this show started up, man, I was like, oh man, nobody's saying shit. This is fucking weird. I'm like, oh shit, here we go again, another episode without chat, man. And that's hard to do, man. That was awkward last night. But so I just wrote hello in chat, and then next thing I know, everybody was like, boom, 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 boom. So I guess I have to kick off chat from now on to get her rolling.
Yeah, what the fuck, Eagle? Slacking over there. I never knew that. Now that I think about it, you usually do pop in the chat and say hello real early on. But you're never the first.
I do.
You're never the
never
first. That's usually CJ.
No. Yeah, he usually fucking no. It's I kind of view it to I've got the mic usually when things start up, so it'd be kind of silly for me to just fire off and chat right quick. Usually if it's by me or I'm just starting off, I verbally address them. Just easier, quicker. Rattle them all off in like a few seconds. But guess that's not going to be the thing anymore. I actually thought I took a strike yesterday when Matthew was on. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is the beginning of the end right here. It's all downhill. But it wasn't the case. Man, I am ready for a fucking dab. I hate to say that, man. I can't believe how quickly the dabs took hold over here, Smiley.
Yeah.
It's alarming. Yeah. I am definitely doing dabs all day now.
You did look like a couple times like you were kind of spaced on a question or keeping it going. It's like, oh man, come on. It gets hard though, dude. I totally understand that. Like I wasn't even tripping, and it was hard for me the fucking one time.
Oh man, he had me going, man. And then, well, first of all, I want to stop and say something here. Is when a guest is going like that, I kind of view them to have the right to say their piece without me interjecting. You know what I mean? So a lot of times I might not agree with some things that may or may not be said, but I agree with the right to be able to say them. So sometimes I do let some of that stuff slide, but yeah, and not to the point where it's like, you know, harmful. I should say. I wouldn't let it get harmful, but
Right.
as long as it's, but man, he had me fucking tripping balls though when the fucking he was very passionate into what he was saying, and he had like tons of arm movements going, and he was like he had some good faces going as well with some of the stuff he was saying. And I was sitting here, there's no word of a lie, I'm sitting here like reading chat, and chat's kind of like toying with me a little bit. And so I'm trying not to smile because they're definitely working me a little bit. So I'm kind of biting my cheek a little bit as they're trying to get me to smile because I can see it. I can see it. And then fucking he started in with the hand gestures and fucking being passionate about what he's saying and all that. And oh man, I just couldn't hold it in anymore. I just fucking started cracking the fuck up. I just oh, it was funny. That's right about the point he stopped. He's like, man, I see you smiling over there. And I'm like, brother, I got to fucking be honest with you. I'm tripping balls over here.
That was funny as shit. Started laughing his ass.
Only here. Only here.
Yeah, that was a great interview. I was laughing though. I was laughing, and Brett probably would laugh out of this too. But he went from like, he did totally switch gears when he went from like, come over to my house, I'll shoot you, I don't care. And then he was like, but love's the only way. Love is the answer. He went from like shooting motherfuckers in the head to like, love is the only answer. I was just cracking up about that. I was like, touche. All right.
I think some of that was like life progression, though. I think that it was like some of that attitude was kind of like older stories, kind of mixed with like a new mentality. You know what I mean?
You could tell he spent time over in like Europe too, and he kept calling everybody cunts and shit.
Oh, that was another point where I was just cheesing too. I was like, oh yeah, I'm certainly. You know what's funny is as he's going on like that, I'm thinking to myself, I'm not even gonna stop it. I'm just gonna let it go. And then I'm like, as he's going on, I'm like nonchalantly reaching over for the mouse, and I'm like, yes, age restriction, yes, definitely not for kids. that's when I also put in the title there or in the description. This is a must watch before this episode gets taken down. Is in that description. Good chance that one may get taken down. There's a good chance.
Dude, he's right on the money. He was right on the money with a lot of this stuff about money, I guess. Funny way to say it, but he's fucking. I agree. I was wondering that too with the housing market because like everything around me is like fucking way overvalued. My house right now, I could get all kinds of equity in it. It's crazy.
Just because why that is that market price is based off of current. Oh, I got it on our pausation. It's based off current market values. You know, fucking stud right now. A stud right now is almost $6, $7 to where like when you build your house, I'm sure a stud was only fucking a buck, $2. You know what I mean? So, you know, they're trying to base it off of prices that could collapse tomorrow. That lumber industry, them lumber prices go up and down daily like stock. So if they're basing their the price of your house off the materials of today, and then to the market takes a shit tomorrow, you know, on cost of materials, well, your house isn't worth that anymore. It's the cost of materials today. So yeah, it could be.
I
Hell
could
yeah.
in the fan though.
Fucking. Hmm?
Like he was saying, shit's gonna hit the fan. But how are you, Chicha?
Good. How are you guys? Shit is gonna hit the fan. And then we're all gonna smoke a doobie and it's all gonna be great.
I'm gonna smoke a doobie before, probably 2 during, and at least 2 or 3 after.
But yeah, there you go.
Oh man, I've got some fucking chem, orange chem here. I picked
Nice.
up today. It's been
Nice.
pretty nice. I've only got like one good dab out of it out of the rig, and I actually cleaned it before, and I'm like sitting here, and I forgot Brett told me to actually hit him up with a text before the show there. So I'm like sitting here, fucking 11:30. I'm all like, yeah, got a little time to kill. He's not here yet. So I'm like cleaning the rig, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to text him, tell him I'm ready. So I fucking text him, and I do a dab, and like soon as I drop it into the skillet there, I look up and he's like in the meeting. So I'm like fucking smoke coming out of my ears and shit as I hit him in. I'm like, oh, okay. So I only got the half a puff out of it before the guest came, but I'm ready. I'm definitely. What's up, ready?
What's up,
Ready to
Brady?
Oh,
hit that hot fire?
baby.
He's fucking ready. Ready?
Well, like I'm kind of ready. Hey, look, there's the eagle. Okay, I'm ready.
Fucking ready. I'm
I'm
ready.
ready, man.
I'm ready.
I was sitting there so long in the chat, and then all of a sudden I realized, shoot, I don't even think I hit anything in longest time. Said nothing, hit nothing. I better do something, man.
It's been
weeds
4
wore
minutes
off.
and 20 seconds. I need to hit a bowl.
Cheers. I'm going in, man.
I got you guys. I got
Get
you.
it, get it.
Smiley fam.
What's going on, bro?
That's another thing too. It's hard to reach for the dab rig when you're doing an interview. It's like, no, I'm paying attention.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Good boy.
Good boy, yeah. Cheers, guys.
Let's say about the time you're taking a big rip too is when he's gonna let it stop and like, what do you think about that or some shit? ask you to answer. You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think I would do it on purpose if I seen somebody grabbing their rig. You know what I mean? So what do you think about? Oh shit.
That's usually how it works. It's how it always works. You take a big ass dab or a big ass hit, and everybody wants to like have your intellectualness right then. You're like, oh, I can't breathe right now.
Betty does this.
Hell yeah.
One of them things too. Are you listening to me?
Easy.
Yeah, totally, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's
You should be like this. Hey, one show.
I almost stopped and asked you, man, you don't mind if I take a little quick dab right here?
Well,
But I didn't.
I was waiting to hear the dab song. I'm waiting. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, Mark, let's do the fucking dance. Oh, it's almost time. Anyway.
We got to wait 20 minutes. I'll hit you.
I'll go double up, man. I'll double up. It's been a minute. I haven't got to take a dab. I was sitting there enjoying things. I didn't want to.
Well, he had some pretty good
We'll do
topics.
2 dab songs.
It was
Yeah,
funny the other day. I
definitely.
noticed I was humming the dab song. I'm like sitting there working. I'm like, "Dun, dun, 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 dun." I'm like, oh wait, that's the dab song.
I
It'd be
hate to
funny
say
if
it, Chief,
Did you have to
but
go to do a
I
dab
can
in your car or something?
I can one up you
Oh,
on that. I can one up you on that, and it's very easy to do because obviously it plays off my YouTube's playlist.
right.
So, and I use my phone. I play music off my phone all the time. So I have actually caught myself the other day rocking it out at a light the other day because YouTube was playing it in the truck. I was like,
Oh, dude.
and didn't even realize it. Just kind of like, oh shit.
Oh wait, I am in reality.
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
I'm in public, rocking the damn song at the light. All
That's
right.
funny. Hey, I was humming it at a nun's retreat. Okay, so
There you go. As long as you were smoking something, it was okay. Otherwise, it was a clear violation of dab song rules.
Wasn't though.
oh
I
shit,
was
I totally
completely just
violated.
like rocking it. I didn't even realize I was even rocking it until like halfway through until like
It's
it
not
got
even a
into the
rocking song. You're like headbanging
I'm
to
like,
it.
People are looking at you like, what the fuck?
Eagles all, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It'd be funny though if
he's
somebody
feeling
knew
that
the song
shit, man.
"Tango for Two." Now, that would be fun.
Man, people are really taking that big band music differently these days. Man, shit.
Fucking hilarious.
Hey,
Man.
because I love it. That's it.
Yeah.
I want to say because you love it. But
We all love it.
Mhm.
There we go. There's some dab songs we got. We talked it up. We could not play it, right?
Mhm, mhm.
I said something to the daughter today about the dad song today, and all I got was a fucking eye roll. It's like, really? And I'm like, fucking Jesus. And next
I
time
get
I
that.
go over there, I'm actually gonna just grab the guitar, put it in his hand, grab my phone, and be like, go.
We're
I
doing
get
this
the eye roll
now.
Cheers.
a couple times a day.
Cheers, everybody.
I'm not doing a dab, but I'm smoking one.
Oh, hit the bowl.
It counts.
I got no
Yeah.
dabs.
I was literally just getting home and freaking rolling them up, so I was ready to smoke. I was so
Figure it's a long day
pissed.
if you're rolling one, Smiley.
Yeah, dude, so pissed. So 3 joint minimum, like 2 work, home from work, and 1 while at work kind of thing. 1 or 2 while at work. So I'm totally busting out the door the other day, like already on the road, good 20 minutes, and fucking time for the one on the way to work, right? Open up the tin, realize I grabbed the wrong fucking tin, and I only got 1 joint for the whole damn time. Motherfucker.
Oh, right.
Thought I had the one with the 5 in it. Didn't grab that one. I grabbed the one with only 1 in it. So,
You're
Yeah.
gonna be every time you pick up that tin now, you're gonna shake it.
I do too.
You're gonna shake it. You're gonna be like, okay, is this the right one?
So some quick thinking, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I got the stash of joint at the shop there. So
Yeah, I mean, you can look at the positive that way.
you gotta have
That's
the stash
fucking
of joint,
hilarious.
just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Smiley, Smiley. Once and again, you have inspired me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Just in case.
Fuck yeah. How many times, and you can use this one, brother. How many times you, like you said, you left the house? What are you, the hide key? Remember the hide key? Why not have like a hide key basically, where you've rolled up a joint, maybe sealed it in some plastic or something, and stuck it up in the wheel well with that magnet, like you used to do with the extra key. Remember that? The
Oh
little box?
shit.
You know what I mean?
Oh
Little
shit.
fucking stick one to the wheel well in case you need it or whatever. I think that'd be a great idea to hide a joint like that somewhere on the ride. You'd be like, man, I forgot my shit. Yeah, I got the emergency tube stuck to the fucking bottom. I got this.
That's
I'm in the parking lot
cases
now.
too, wasn't it? For the keys, they called them a just in case, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A hide key,
Yeah,
I think. Something like that.
I thought there was a brand that was just in case.
Yeah, I thought so too.
That was the name on it, brand
Probably.
Mm.
name. So,
It made good sense, really.
yeah.
I can see it.
Just want a quick answer question in chat. Anthony P. I haven't used Turp Tea. I haven't used their lineup. I don't know much about it. I mean, I guess I do know. I've heard some good things about it. It does work well. If you were gonna brew it, I wouldn't go more than 24 hours, maybe. I would just maybe top dress it, but I don't know too much about all the different options they have. So,
Why not? What the fuck? Get on it.
all right, it's craziness. If I see guano on there, I just like don't use it. It kind of goes out my brain. See guano, and I go, "Oh, that's not what I
You're
want."
like,
I got
Take
my
a-
first lesson in teas today. Fucking, I had just a little bit left over from the other day when I made some teas. And I actually fucking, when I went to use it, I pulled the airline out of it and I mixed it up real good. And then I took my picture and I was picturing it off like I always do. And I forgot to fucking, when I was done, to throw the airline back in there and let it fucking go for another. According to the directions, it said you could brew from 4 hours 36. And by that time slot, I had, good another 24 that I could have let it bubble. So that was the plan. I was just going to throw the line back in there and let it bubble until I needed it today. Well, somebody forgot to put the line back in there. Somebody forgot to throw the line back in there. So I got home tonight and I'm like, okay. I'm like, fuck. I threw the fucking line back in there. And I fucking go back into the house and do some shit. And I come back out and I'm like, whoa, something's dead in this motherfucker, man. Jesus, where the fuck is that? I'm all like looking around and shit. I'm like, man, I'll come in here, man, fucking buy that bubbling tea. I'm like, oh, that's the culprit right fucking there. That's definitely a bad tea right there. I don't want to be dumping that shit on. So yeah, I got some shit to dump out, clean up tonight before I get to water it again.
You gotta scrub all that shit too, man. That's the worst thing about like bubbling them is trying to scrub all that shit down afterward. You don't want to like leave it. You don't want to leave it for the next time you're gonna bubble because then it's a contaminant.
Right.
That's what Reddy's doing right now. He's scrubbing that shit down for the next round.
What?
He knows
420 coming up.
Can't have that. Can't have no dirt in there.
Can't have no shit in there.
I'll be clean for the next hit.
Yeah, the tea, man. I thought you were gonna end that story, Eagle, with like, so it turned bad, so I just poured it into the earth boxes.
Look at his face. He's like, oh no.
No sabotage.
No, I know enough. I've learned enough about the organics to know that if it don't smell right, then It's-
I was gonna say last time you made that, it probably had a pretty sweet kind of, foresty kind of smell to it, didn't it?
oh yeah. Definitely the mix when you dump it in there and you get it going, it has a sweet smell to it for sure.
Minus
But
30.
yeah.
I gotta go check on the dogs. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Who let the dogs out? Ready did.
Man, I'm on
He
damn
did.
top chat.
Fucking top chat. Oh, I'm actually in live chat. Hell yeah.
That stuff's
So I
dope.
did get to hang out with the daughters today.
That's cool.
Nice.
How'd you
Two
get a vehicle?
two of the three. Yep. And
Tahoe?
yeah, it's kind of funny. I'll show you real quick. Let's see here. I had to get the pic. The pic. Let me
Oh
zoom
shit.
in on my girls. Here's two of my girls right there with the new ride.
Aw.
Dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was leaving. I'm like, I didn't get the pic yet. And they're like, what's funny is sisters. I mean, that's the oldest and the youngest right there. But
Oh, okay.
the connection, you know what I'm talking about? So without that picture right there, that pose was without like hesitation and pretty much a look. They were like, they didn't even, I swear to God on this, they didn't even like, it was like they rehearsed it like their whole life. They were like, should we do that? And they like just jumped into that pose. They had
Snap it.
fucking done it like 100 times and shit. I'm like, how many times have you guys done this car thing? You know what I mean? Because it was like without hesitation. They just like looked at each other. I'm like, okay. You guys are well connected there on that thought.
That's awesome though. Let's do this.
Johnny.
Johnny Candace.
What? Oh, there he is.
Better brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I haven't really got to talk to him since the surgery.
He's
There.
probably-
He said
yeah.
all was well, but I haven't talked to him, exactly. Find out how he was feeling for sure.
There'll be swelling, muscle
Doing great.
shock.
Fired up today.
Be sore for a little while.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be
It's a lot of muscles in the neck right there. I'm sure.
And he can't pop
Yeah.
a cough either because you don't want to pop a stitch.
Oh, I can only
Yeah.
imagine. Oh,
You don't want to do anything violent and cause a
I was
reaction
thinking
back
that in your
there.
neck too. That's one of them spots where you can't do shit. Like you go to do something you don't even think about, and you're like, oh
yeah.
fuck, like you don't even.
Yeah.
How
We
often-
got smoke for you. I'm loading right now.
Shit. Kind of stiff, but good. Dang.
Dang. What's up,
I'll
Unlucky?
smoke for you, Johnny.
What's up, Tal? Cheers to you, brother. Cheers to
Hell
the
yeah.
Tal.
I know, guys. Cheers.
I know chat was getting all politicalized. I trying to read all these paragraphs. I was like, man, I'm just gonna not pay attention.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't want to read all that.
But sometimes too, if you read it, then you get all fired up about it too, and like, I don't.
Oh yeah, listen to this.
Right? Well, it's idiocracy 101, man. Some of this shit is so fucking stupid. That's the irritating part about it. It ain't none of them. They're all fucking morons. They're all fucking morons, and they're all fucking ripping us off. And everyone,
Hell yeah.
and it don't matter what side. They're just
They don't give a
they
fuck.
might piper your ass through the fucking news about it.
Mhm.
Whatever news station you watch, you'll be fired up that way. You know what I mean? You'll be on that tangent because that's the fucking narrative they gave you in their programming. That's why they call it programming.
That's why I don't watch the news.
Yep.
Weed's a deprogrammer, bruh.
It's programming for a reason. Scary shit, though.
Cannabis is a known deprogrammer. Get high on it, you don't want to do anything. You just break from the program. Let's just smoke some more. It's a good high routine.
Fucking red pill.
I actually had like some nostalgic moments today. You know, not too often. I've been in my hometown. That it's been. I pass through there briefly from time to time. Very rarely. I was practically chased out of that fucking town by fucking law enforcement. So I tend not to go pop my head up there too much anymore. But times have changed, so have the officers. So things are a little different these days for sure. But man, I fucking passed through there today, man, and had some nostalgic moments. And I guess I'm only proving the latter here. But the other night I was kind of talking about some crazy times when I was kind of messed up and I had somebody drive my truck. I talked somebody into driving it and they didn't even know how to drive, and it was a stick. And I kind of was fucked up in the passenger seat and was trying to talk them into driving the stick.
Which I'm sure was the most instructions ever, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, basically how that story ended was like at midway, I was like, I had to go to Davidson. I guess you're going to have to catch the full story, but she says, we need gas. And I'm like, just pull in here. But I never think to tell pushing the clutch. And all I hear is, it won't stop. And the next thing we know, we're pretty much on a gas pump. And then at that point, I'm just like, slide over. Get the fuck out of here. Well, I'm cruising around today, and I passed that gas station today. And it just happens I was telling that story like a couple days ago, and I'm like, it looked just about the same.
They still have the dent in it and shit. They never fixed it. It's all fucked up stuff.
Pumps had been updated.
That fucking dent right there. That was one wild night drinking right there.
There's so many pumps though. The techs, they don't have as many techs for the pumps. That's why it takes them a while to get them repaired again and get them. But oops.
That's why they put
oops.
Fucking shit.
So Reddy's second experience with a stick shift is I walk up to the company vehicles and they throw me the cage and say, that's yours. And okay, I hop in and I'm like, oh, all the other guys are gone already. They have automatics. They left me with the stick shit. I got to make my next post in 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
I had to learn fast. Yeah.
You'd get it.
How you doing, Green?
Happens.
Good, man. Everybody okay?
Oh, yeah, man. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So what size drill do you use to make those holes look so real?
It got way less cool when we found out they were rat holes, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So how did you find that out? Did you catch one or something? Or?
Nah, just Googled it. It's all about perfect. And then and what Eagle said, he said, yeah, with the food, I guess. And it's like, yeah.
Oh no.
So what they're digging through under the fence to get into your bin to steal the food out of your bin and taking it back out?
Nah, it's not a bin, it's just a pile, and they don't have to dig a hole to get over the fence. They can just walk over the fence. So it's just a case of them digging for food. Might even be digging for worms, mightn't they?
Yeah, no shit. I got these, what are they? The shrews. They're not a mouse, but they look like a mouse, but they don't have a tail. And I don't know, they came in for the winter around my barn too. And them little fuckers, man, like I never would see them, but I would see fucking dig marks. And you know what I mean? Like there'd be like one spot where it looked, you could tell something fucking dug a little hole in that son of a bitch, And then one day I was in there, and all of a sudden my mulch starts moving, and shit, man, one of them little fuckers was in there. But they jump in there and they ate my worms out of my pots. I didn't like that.
Oh no!
It's important for the compost to touch the ground. If it touches the soil, there's so much more can happen, right? So I don't want to put it in a metal cage, but even if I put a cage around it, they're just going to dig under it, huh? But I want to do the food, really. You get much better compost.
Yeah. Having a bin like that you can close, one of them tumblers or something, maybe.
Yeah.
That's such a letdown. It was fucking rats. Come on.
That's shitty.
I suppose we
We're
should.
still keeping there. We're still keeping the wormhole. Still the
All right,
wormhole.
all right. Speaking of hole, man, fire in a hole.
Yeah, man. The whole rest of it is fire in the hole. The whole rest of it's the same. This is a separate story. It's just funny that was right by that heap, right? The other conversation we had, the whole worm pile, that's still, we still want to talk to fucking some worm dude about that shit.
So you don't think that was the rats digging the hole? That wasn't what they. Okay. I guess I was thinking that was from the results from the tunnel they dug. They just fucking made a big pile or something.
Pushing an orange through. Boom, boom, boom,
Right?
boom.
Yeah. Because they didn't want to get caught in your yard. You know what I mean? They had to sneak to the neighbor's yard to eat it.
We got the goods. Now fucking run.
It was cool though.
So I've had this. My buddy contacted me and explained about this medical card thing. So we actually went medical in 2018, but the NHS don't give out any prescriptions. So they basically just stopped it happening by not giving prescriptions out. So if you can get your NHS doctor to give you a prescription, you then have to buy the prescription from a private company. It's like £1,000 a month. So basically they were like, the law's free, but we'll just make sure you can't use it, sort of thing. But now they're bringing out these Medican cards. Yeah, it's an NHS thing. The NHS really do not agree with medical cannabis. And that's
we went through the same problems.
Yeah, sure. So anyway, now these cards are coming out, Medican cards, and what they're saying is that we will stand and fight with you if you get in trouble because you're a medical patient. So if you get a medical, I'm complex PTSD, so that's an easy medical request.
Right.
And then you get a card to cover your butt. So that's what I've been looking at this morning. It's really interesting. There's lots of them out now, but there's a specific one. So we'll see.
And it sounds like our normal, basically. It sounds like our normal. I know that, basically normal was, the fight here to legalize cannabis, marijuana here in the States. And when I got in trouble, I was a medical patient. But that was one of the first things when I went to see the lawyer, which was Matt Abel, who is one of the big people behind Normal. That was the first thing he asked me right there. He was like, you a Normal member? And he basically was like, if you were a member, man, we would have your back. I wouldn't even be charging. But since you're not a Normal member, he was still really cool. He gave me a great deal. Don't get me wrong. He hooked me the fuck up. Don't get me wrong. Matt Abel hooked me the fuck up. No doubt about it.
Okay,
Very
that's
cool
wicked.
dude.
I'm just grabbing some flour. I can hear you.
He did too, Smiley. I went to him. I was in trouble for transporting. And I was in the right. I was in the right, by the way. And I had a public attorney. And I wasn't satisfied with what the public attorney was.
No.
So I went to Mr. Matt Abel and was like, hey, yeah, this is what's going on. I'm interested in hiring you. And what he did was He's like, save your money. Save your money. Keep your counsel. But this is what I want you to do. And he sat there in that office in Detroit, that old radio station. If you ever know who Matt Abel is, his office is in the old radio station. It's super cool. Super cool. But so he lays out, he gets his secretary in the office, and he says, print him out everything before the court and anything that has anything to do, with this precedent due to his case. And she come back in with a stack of shit, and he had laid down an itinerary for me. Pop, 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 pop. All right, this is resources you can look up for your cases for yourself if they won't do it for you. These are your rights. You can pull the police report, you pull the video, you pull this, you pull that, and showed me all the way that. And he says, then I want you to take this stack of shit and tell them this is what you want fucking done with it. And if they don't do that, tell them that you're gonna fucking bring in me and we'll fucking handle that shit. And I did just that. And I tell you what, that me coming back with like telling them what to do, that initially left a bad taste in their mouth. And I didn't necessarily drop the second part until they got cocky about it. And then I actually threatened to bring the big time lawyer into the small town and kind of make something out of it. And at that point they were like, we'll make this shit happen. 420, happy 420.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, they
420,
fucking threw
everybody.
that shit right out. It was fucking priceless. But yeah, that's the power of what you're talking about right there. That's
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
buddy. It's not going here. Yeah. One click away.
Cabs on.
There.
Cabs on.
It's and it's going back in on that Orange County stuff. Where I put my thing. Wherever I put my dab tool. Was that your bud you had posted up, Cheeks? That thing looked good, that picture you had posted earlier.
Oh,
That
no.
your flower you had?
Yeah, no, that's just for my, I guess, doctor, I guess you would say. Yeah. No, that's for my
It's
guy.
like, man, that shit looks good.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
She didn't start growing yet.
Oh,
I
that
thought the same. I was like, oh, Chi-Chi's got a light. Nah, it kind of happened that fast.
Yeah. I'm magic.
Oh, Green 13, let me highlight you.
It's not really working, is it?
What are we looking at?
Yeah, it is.
I know there'll be some people watching at this time of day, so.
Oh. Meta can card.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Dude, I will say the medical cards saved my ass several times, and my girlfriend.
Okay. It also comes with a bunch of advice about how to carry and how to act and that kind of thing. We kind of know that stuff at this age, but
Right.
it's good stuff. I think
Yeah.
it will help me feel protected and help me act calmly.
Right.
So.
You don't have to feel like you're breaking the law.
I always carry in a locked container. And Michigan law says it has to be in a container, but not necessarily a locked container. But I never really realized it up until the other night that that locked container, because it's a locked container, justifies a warrant. They can't even crack it unless they pull a warrant.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Were we talking about that on here the other day? I was talking to someone about that the other day. These lead covered. Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's got a combo lock on it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Where'd you get that? I
It's a
like
skunk
that.
bag
What?
lined with carbon too.
Oh, nice.
It's like double zippered, all kinds of shit.
I want one.
They're dope. Skunk bag, I think that's what they're called.
Should.
This kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them now. But yeah, that's what I like to trans. Hypothetically,
If that happened.
yeah, I mean, if there was a need, you know,
Right.
it's not that it happens ever very often, but always prepared.
Yeah.
Better prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. One time they actually had pulled my girlfriend over, and she had the kids with her.
Oh
She wasn't
gosh.
smoking, but like he got her
Right.
out of the car, searched, found paraphernalia, found a bag, you know what I mean, her purse or whatever and shit like that. But yeah, once she pulled the card out, it was like he was handing everything back to her. Here you go, you know, and fucking was straight out like
He needed a warrant to go in her purse too, Smiley.
He was like, you'd been
That's
arrested
a
and
purse,
shit.
a wallet. They can't go in your wallet, your purse.
Yeah.
They need a warrant.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Mhm.
Yeah, I would
Glove
think so. That's your
box,
personal
anything
property.
with a lock. Like Beagle said, anything with a lock on it, they need a warrant because that's personal.
Hey, there's a zipper and
locked
a
it for a
fucking
reason.
button.
Yeah, if
You
they
know,
want to
Smiley, that
follow
was
the
not
rules,
the case for me. That was not the case for me because I did have my middle daughter with me at the time, who was 15 at the time. I was not smoking, by the way. I'm not smoking. It was all pre-rolls, like Smiley kind of carries. They were all pre-rolls that I had with me, and I realized I had that tin in my back pocket. Much like Smiley, and I was going to Walmart, and I was like, "Fuck!" I got that tin on me, so I'd taken it out of my pocket, and my truck. There's the console in the center, and then there's you can lift up the center, and there's an underneath console. Well, that's where it was. I had thrown it in there, and that's where also I'm a contractor. That's where I have a tendency to throw all my receipts and shit.
Yeah.
So it was pretty well buried in there. So we had went to Walmart and came back, and he had pulled me over for fucking speeding. And so he comes up to the truck and he says, I know he's fucking bullshitting, by the way, because we'll get to that part of the story. He pulls me over. He's like, "You know what I pulled you over for?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, speeding." I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Bloodfoot. Yeah, speeding. Oh yeah. Yep. He's like, "So you got your proof of insurance?" And this is where I fucked up. And this is a fucking thousands of dollars and lots of time lesson. Keep that fucking license and registration, proof of insurance right there, fucking handy, right where you know it is.
Ding.
Do not boom.
Two documents in the same place.
Get the fuck out of here. Boom. Get the fuck out of here.
And I only crack my
Get the
window this
fuck outta
much. By
here.
law, you only need to have some information. That's it.
I don't know where the fuck I did with it. It's here somewhere. La da la da 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 da. As he's standing there, he's like, "Fucking, I'm looking for my proof of insurance." He's like, "Is there happen to be any weed in this truck? Any marijuana in this truck?" And I'm totally playing dumb about it. And this is the other part. He's just fishing because I'm like giving him time to think. because I had just come from a Walmart. I was like maybe 4 miles from the Walmart. I had just bought two big rotisserie chickens, and that's all you could smell in the truck was the chicken. There was no fucking way that
That is
the
so
unburned
good.
cannabis outweighed the chicken. It just there's no fucking way. So he
Right.
didn't smell it, but he said he smelled it. He's like, oh, I smell some cannabis. You ain't marijuana. You sure you ain't got nothing in here? And I'm like, no, man, I'm pretty sure. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, there might be. I think you know what? There might be some. And I fucking open. I'm feeling confident because of my medical card. Yeah, you know what? And I hand him the card. I do have a card, sir. Oh, is there some in this truck? And he's like fucking adamant about it, like I'm carrying
Oh,
pounds.
reasonable doubt. He has reasonable
And
doubt
I
now.
fucking, and here's the lesson too. The lawyer told me don't surrender that until that's like last. You don't want to, because you're giving him reason to look at that point. Boom.
Right.
Yeah, fucking search me. Yeah. So that was a mistake too. So he's like, he's focused. You sure there's none in here? And he's like really fucking pushing me. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I think there is some. I forgot. I'm sorry, officer. I pretty much kind of like told him story. I forgot I had some pre-rolls on me. I fucking threw them in here. I'm sorry, I forgot. He actually had to I had to have his assistance, and he's looking at me like I'm fucking the shittiest person, by the way, for having my daughter in the car
Of
and
course.
cannabis. He's like just
Yeah.
he actually
course.
tells me that at one point, after he comes. Well, we'll get to that point of the story. I actually, so I'm like, yeah, and I actually needed his help shining the light down into the hole because there's so much receipts and shit in there. I couldn't find the fucking tin. So I pull it out and I hand it to him. And thank goodness he didn't look in that ashtray because there was probably about 100 tails in that ashtray. He could have easily got me right there. But didn't. He never even looked at the ashtray. I couldn't fucking believe it.
Mm-hmm.
He took that tin and just ran off with it. But there was in all fairness, there was 15 pre-rolls in there. It wasn't like one or two. The tin was packed. But fucking, so he runs back to his car with it. And he comes back and he's got me his fucking tickets. He's got me and by the way, he never took the proof of insurance or even give a shit at that point. When he came back, I'm like, here it is. He's like, yeah, show it to the judge. Show it to the judge is what he says. So he fucking dishes me a fucking ticket for fucking speeding, no proof of insurance, and transporting marijuana. And looks at me at that point and tells me I'm a piece of shit for having fucking marijuana in the truck with my teenager daughter. I was an irresponsible parent, blah, blah, blah. He's lucky. I'm lucky he doesn't pull her out of the fucking truck right now and fucking and again, I'm not even high or nothing. Fucking,
but we're not going to check
happens
whether
to be
you've got
right.
any hard drug alcohol with you. Hard drug alcohol in the vehicle that you're transporting from the shop
No
to here. Your
breathalyzer?
hard drug get you so fucked you can't even fucking breathe.
So yeah, he fucking he ended up fucking giving me my tickets and let me go. And again, just in the most disgust, like I was fucking just committed some horrendous crime, and then fucking let me go and fucking for the night. And you know what happened? Well, I might as well just finish the story here. What transpired next was that town, when I went to court that day, I might as well teach some lessons here today. When I went to that town, seriously, this is fucking straight up bullshit. I had heard rumors that in particular town was super strict, and when I went to court, it turned out to be very true. They wanted to pull my card. They told me I could not use cannabis for the length of time. They wanted me to fucking plead guilty and take probation. And during probation, I was not going to be able to use cannabis the entire length of probation or be able to be around or handle cannabis the whole entire time. So they were basically telling me or my 5 patients could be cared for the length of time I was on probation. So I fought that shit tooth and nail. And a little bit of my story is, man, I had a lot of family that died from pharmaceutical drugs, overdoses, whatnot. And I was like, that was my point. I fought the fucking tooth and nail on that shit. So you want me, because of my pain, try to go back and be addicted to fucking pills where it's just cannabis? Not only that, you want 5 fucking people to not have medicine and possibly go back to being addicted to pain pills as well? And I fought that shit. I got lawyers. I told you how I got, that in I. And I was in the right. It says in Michigan law, you has to be in a case unaccessible from the driver. It was unaccessible from the driver, and it said right in the ticket. Yeah, he had marijuana, rolled up marijuana in a shiny metal case. Boom. And then it said nothing about being locked. It was in the fucking police report. And I fucking went, I fucking hammered that shit. They ended up dropping all of it. I gotta want to back up. There's a fucking certain plea you can take. I forget the exact legality, the law, but it's basically a get out of jail free card. Due to medical, you can use it once. You can use it once, and it'll get you out of trouble. But there
Got
was
my
still
golden
some strings
ticket.
attached with it. I still had to take
Like
the guilty
Spider-Man.
plea, and I would
Like
never be able to
Spider-Man.
use it again. And I was like, for this? Fuck that. I ain't using that shit for this. Fuck you guys. So I wouldn't do that. I fucking just pursued it. And as I pursued it, they ended up fucking dropping all that, all the charges, the marijuana charges, the speeding, and they just got me for the no proof insurance. I ended up having to pay, after a
Small
long
fine, I
fight,
think.
$107. No fucking, no probation, no nothing. But it was a legal battle that went on for almost a year and a half, and ended up
Damn.
costing me, it was about $1,500 out of pocket.
Yeah.
Dealing with the lawyer back and forth and whatnot.
Calls, and even a call
Worth every
costs
penny.
50, 60 bucks an
I got
hour.
to continue to grow. No patients went without meds. But
Can I give you guys
Life
2
went
tips?
I
on.
think that's moreover, that small town probably learned a lesson. You know what else? I left this out though. This was a huge thing though. During probation, they were monitoring everybody in that town's social media.
Oh, I believe
Seriously,
it.
you had to release all your accounts over to your probation officer, where they were going to be checking your shit to see if you were fucking up or not. And I was like,
Not
that's
on the
fucked.
fly.
That's
Yeah, no
fucked,
shit.
man.
That
So
is
basically,
fucked.
I would have had to run home and fucking just delete.
I don't have social
But
media.
fucking,
I think they can pull your
yeah, that
history.
was part of it. They were gonna
Mhm.
fucking police your fucking social media until the whole time you were on probation, and probably and then some.
I got 2
the whole
tips
Time
for
to
you
do
process
that
is
guys.
fucking
shit?
scary.
Who's got time to do that shit? We pay.
They
we
probably
pay
hired
people to do
somebody
that
just to do that.
Oh,
No,
Right,
no,
you
no,
pay
no.
people for
Headphones are
that.
good.
They just put up a
I
certain
can't
piece
hear
of
nobody
paperwork
right
to
now.
them, and bam, they
Who
get all
knows?
that.
They probably
They get
have a
access to your
program.
file. They can look at your history.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
probably have a program where you
Facebook's
can
got this
just.
thing when you agree to it, it says that they can do this. Legal
Yeah.
hand over all that information. But there's 2 tips when you're driving. A, keep your insurance and your drivers in a position, not anywhere locked, because once you open, it's exposed to their eyes and they can see it. So always keep it in the area where you can just easily grab it. And like I said, that little window, just a crack, give it to them, good enough. Let them sniff all they want because you close that window right away. And the other trick is to say, is this unlawful entry the moment they enter your car? The moment they open that door, is this unlawful entry? Open a cubby, is that unlawful entry? They back off real fast.
And you ask the question because that's like passive, yeah? Rather
Yeah.
than saying, that's motherfucking...
Mhm. This is unlawful entry, right? I'm sure of it. They back
Right.
off
Yeah.
really quick.
Like,
Well,
just
maybe I
like
shouldn't step in your
act
door.
like.
I need your permission now.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had them want to come in the house too, or for whatever reason they're at the door, and I'm like, no, I'll step out. I've done that a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's
come
Yeah, I
on
got
in
a
on the
porch.
straight out the door.
Yeah, you're
Close
not
the door
coming in
behind
my
you.
house, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Can
got a
discuss this on
porch,
the step.
roof
The
on
one
it.
time it was cold out, dude. Fucking, I'll grab my coat. I'll step out here and chat with you.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on, let me
Smart,
step out with
styling.
no coat so you feel bad, so you hurry the
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
up
dude.
because like
It's dead right though, man. It's up to them once they're in your fucking house, what they see, what it chooses.
well, yeah, I mean
They could
it's
flip the script on you so fast and be like, "Fuck you, I see a bong." You know what I mean? Like whatever.
yeah. Oh yeah, if a cop was to show up at my house when my daughter's not here, I'd be fucked. It's like shit
Teach them
everywhere.
the same thing. My parents
think
not
this-
home. I can't talk to you. That's
I think this
exactly
was
what a
a-
child should say to a police officer when they're at the door. My parents not here. My older sister's busy. Give us a few minutes. She can talk to you. You know, if not, there's always a guardian, anyways, right? You always leave somebody with your kid, unless she's
Right.
too young.
But you would hope there is.
You would hope.
So listen, this happened just before lockdown, or actually maybe even during lockdown. There was a cycle club out cycling, and they stopped for a coffee, and a police officer walked over to this black guy from this club and said,
Oh, fuck.
"I can smell marijuana on you."
Of course.
And so he was out cycling with his club in Lycra and shit. It's like the most unlikely thing in the world. I actually do think this was a setup. But anyway, since then, the law has actually been changed to where you cannot get tugged for the suspicion of the smell of marijuana because of what transpired after that.
Yeah, they can't keep the smell in a bottle.
It turned into a big legal case, and they can't now say, "I can smell weed." They're not allowed to say it. Never mind act on it. So that's kind of interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, it's not probable cause in Michigan.
Yeah. That's
It's
very
snowing,
I just
right?
want to say,
It's snowing, and my
what an
daughter's never seen
amazing,
snow, and she's just, yeah, carry on, Eagle.
what an amazing fucking time of change that we're in right now. I giggled a little bit to your story. I want to tell you why here in a second. Recently, I went to a concert. And I expected the fucking. It was like a heavy metal concert. I expected like the old school alcohol fest that you would have normally seen during like a Slayer type of concert. Nah, straight up weed. Well, what I think is funny about your fucking story, Green 13, is, and it's probably relevant here too, to be honest with you, how times have changed. That same cycling club or biker club, as we would call it, motorcycle club here, you would have seen that at a bar. But times have changed. And you may over now see them more over at the coffee
Push
bar,
bikes and
smelling
coffees.
like, yeah, the same biker
Yeah.
club.
That's a funny parallel, man. That really is a funny parallel. Yeah. Yeah, that's a true thing.
Get to a point where they know each other's first name. Bob, Bill, how you doing?
Yeah, I like the usual.
Yeah.
Need an espresso with the doobie.
Hit the clock and
When we see
time to have a
the
beer.
biker club in front of fucking Starbucks and shit, all patched out, fucking crazy day.
Reminds me of that cartoon though, where the sheep and the wolf are clocking out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, cannabis, man. It's a great thing.
I would love to open a cannabis coffee shop. Fuck yeah.
That's my whole gig. That's how I retire. That will be that's where I'm aiming.
Yeah. I would love life.
Amsterdam style.
Yeah.
I'll serve you the coffee.
They're still holding back on that
I'll-
around here.
Yeah.
It'd be nice
You know,
to see
you
it.
don't have to, you can have, regular coffee or infused coffee or, infused food or non-infused food.
But honestly,
Roll
when
right
you
at the
can
table.
sit with your friends in a cafe style or in like a pub, like a bar, which is such a British or a European thing, you know, where we gather to get fucked together. Sorry to take the finesse out of it, but
it's all good.
you know, it's a party, it's a session, and there's
Yeah.
nothing better, way better than a party is actually a cannabis session, you know, because the music's at a better volume and you can all talk and everybody moves around, everybody's friendly, you know, like,
Yeah.
and they keep us from it. It's the bullshit. It's the best way
Yeah.
to socialize. It's the best way to socialize.
Again, I thank you, my Green 13, for bringing that forward. Because think about it. That's the progression that we're looking at again as we get older. Now, think about as what's next for us in life. What do you see usually, you know, the older generation doing? Meeting at the
Shuffleboard.
fucking coffee bar in the mornings to have donuts. Well, fucking fast forward, you know, to the 2000s, we'll be meeting in the morning for the wake and bake. It won't be donuts. We'll be like, I'm unhealthy. We'll be fucking
Bong and a
meeting
pancake?
and smoking it, sitting there all morning, fucking smoking and drinking coffee, talking about the good old days and shit.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
That already is what's happening right here, right now.
I know.
I was in a chat
Yeah.
the other day and I had to say, I don't want to hear that. I'm not even going to talk about this shit. Anyway, yeah, this is coffee and donuts, man.
Yeah.
Just wish someone would bring the donuts.
Yeah, where the fuck is the donuts? What the fuck?
It's gone. Don't
We
got
don't have
donuts there, bro.
donuts.
Total stoner food, man.
All right, everybody start bringing donuts.
Oh,
Overnight.
please don't. I just got over the fucking kick, man. I put on like 10 pounds, 10 donut pounds COVID, man. I'm like, please. My daughter literally smacked some punch keys out of my hand today. She was like, Dad, no. I'm like, probably right.
It's like all slow motion. No.
I just see his face too as his hands getting smacked. Like, oh. Oh, please, just one.
You're a wise one, son. You're a wise one.
That's funny.
Oh, my
I
God.
mean, if you're gonna go at it and be a consumer, at least like coffee and cannabis, it's like it's really healthy, you know, like it's pretty good for you.
Yeah, get your day
So-
going.
Oh, I'm gonna smash a load of juice and I'm gonna drink some coffee and then I'm gonna smoke some
Yeah.
weed. Like, okay, gonna eat some fruit. Yeah, probably.
My girlfriend
Probably,
just
yeah.
mentioned that earlier. We were smoking and she had a cup of coffee and she like had just taken a sip and then I passed her the joint and she was hitting it and she's like, oh, it just tastes so much better after coffee. And I was like, fucking everybody keeps saying that. I don't know, there must be something to it.
Holy
Fuck
fuck.
that. Fuck
Yeah, but isn't that
lady.
Celsius? I mean, I know negative's negative, but
It's
Still cold as fuck. That's the
everybody's like, it's still
Cold as fuck.
cold. I know.
It's so cold.
I mean,
There's
no
the
changes.
one person I know that
Yeah.
has like
Yeah.
the same taste right there. The trifecta is cannabis, coffee, and chocolate.
yes.
That's the trifecta, the morning trifecta right there. Maybe a little bit of caramel with that chocolate. Cannabis.
It's not. It's mango juice. You don't need. I don't want coffee.
We'll agree to this.
It all fucking sounds awesome.
That's funny. I'm gonna jump out though, guys. It's 4, almost 5.
Oh shit.
4 It's that time.
Smiley.
Yeah.
You guys keep going later and later and later. But have a good one, guys.
Good topic, man.
This is always fun.
Just don't turn up at my house, brother. Otherwise, I'm going to call the police.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. We'll see you guys.
See you, buddy. And I'm probably out too. I gotta do a few more things and finish up.
Dang, it's 10 to 10.
I got bull loaded.
Damn it. I gotta fucking put Smiley right there with the fucking smacking the donuts out of my hand. He's so wise. Oh man. He's right. He's right. He's so
Damn
wise.
it.
Love you. You're awesome, dude, man.
I got to thinking. I wonder what Buddha Boy's temperature is right now. That guy's in
Where
Alaska.
is Buddha Boy?
He's in Alaska.
Oh shit. Really? I've always wanted to go to Alaska.
Mm-hmm. That's where the big bears play.
It's cold here too, brother. It's 9. It's 9 out there right
It's
now.
9.
I was wondering.
Wait.
If you notice, I never wear a sweatshirt, man. I'm usually in a fucking tank top, man. I'm like,
I actually did notice that. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Eagle suit's a hoodie, but that's random.
I know. You switching it up?
No, it's chilly here tonight.
Hey guys, thanks for having me up. Have a good
It's
night.
17
Catch you
here.
later.
Wow.
I'm going to go and play in the snow.
Yeah, I'm
Check it
gonna
out.
go make
It's
some more
pelting
coffee.
Look at that. Snow in. Gonna go and play with my dog and my child.
Aww.
Love everybody. Have a great morning.
Peace out.
Have a great Sunday. Thanks, Eagle.
Yes. Peace out.
Well, that does it for this episode. You guys hopefully enjoyed this one. I am unfortunately going to skip the shout outs. I got to get some work done. We did drag on a little bit late today, so I greatly appreciate you guys hanging out. Please check out tonight's episode. One of our chat favorites will be here, our fellow chatter. Me Flower will be here tonight hanging out. Looking forward to that, as I look forward to all the nights hanging out with you guys. Will most definitely be a great Sunday night. Don't forget to check out all the rest of the cannabis content out on Sundays. So much great knowledge on Sundays. Of course, Weed Church with Twisted Roots over there. You have Hash Church with Bubble Man and that amazing panel over there. Bubble Church, or Hash Church 3.0 rather. You gotta check that out. And you have a bunch of great cannabis content throughout the day that will lead you up to growing with my fellow home growers with Jack Greenstock, Brandon Rust, Matthew Gates, who was on this week. Brandon Rust, Matthew Gates, Dr. MJ Coco, Spartan Grown, Tau, Predictive Breeding. We got Noah the Grower that pops in over there. Tons of great knowledge going on cheap growing my fellow home growers. And of course, you've got Kennedy with Canna, 9 o'clock. You got Beast Coast Grower on 9 o'clock. And that stuff pretty much takes you up to hanging out with me at 11:30. So you guys know the routine. Please do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I greatly appreciate hanging out with you guys every night. Thank you. Sorry, hopefully you understand about the shout outs. I'm a little whooped from travel and I gotta get some shit done. But I'll make it up somehow. You guys have a great night. Again, do something nice for somebody.